The affordable housing crisis has reached historic heights, most negatively impacting the lowest income people. Nationally, we have a shortage of over 7 million affordable homes available to the lowest income seniors, people with disabilities, and families with kids. So another way of looking at that is for every 100 of the lowest income families, there are just 35 homes affordable and available to them. This leaves the majority of the lowest income people paying far more for their rent than they can afford, driving them deeper into poverty.
Federal housing policies can play a big role in helping this crisis, but federal housing assistance is chronically underfunded and currently faces unprecedented threats. Only 1 out of 4 families that qualify for federal housing assistance will actually get help, and this is unacceptable, especially considering the clear evidence that housing is pivotal in many areas. Housing touches virtually every aspect of life. And despite the magnitude of the problem, it is not yet a national priority. So the idea behind the Opportunity Starts at Home campaign is that various sectors are going to have to come together to push for federal policies that protect and expand affordable housing. This work cannot be done by housing advocates alone.
That's why we need and are launching this new campaign. We need something beyond what's been done in the past. We need a broader-based campaign. We need leaders, people who are active in a broad array of endeavors, from healthcare to jobs to employment to community development. We need people across the political spectrum, and they need to come together and really help the public get a deeper understanding of the severity of the problem and why it should be elevated, in my view, as a national priority. And in doing that, to help motivate policymakers to step up to the plate and take the stronger actions that are needed.
We decided to join the multi-sector housing campaign because we recognize that there are so many issues that affect the health of individuals that we simply can't isolate ourselves in the stovepipe of healthcare alone. It is affected by and it affects so many other aspects of people's lives: education, income, environment, and so many other factors. And housing is one of the most important. Unless we step up and do it, we in the health community step up and join that effort, we're derelict ourselves. If we just simply concentrate only on the medical and healthcare side of things, we're losing both the opportunity and we're facing the danger of not succeeding. At which point, in healthcare, all we're doing is putting a Band-Aid on a problem that requires so much more.
Housing is a critical part of the civil rights advocacy work. And so our goal as an organization is to reduce residential segregation wherever it exists. That's why it's necessary to have a federal policy landscape. We need a federal policy landscape to affirmatively enforce fair housing in a way in which all citizens are experiencing equal protection under the law, and we remove people from under the specter of social immobility. One's zip code should not determine their life's future. But racial inequities show up in all facets of life, and you cannot address inequities if you're not dealing with housing.
The Children's Defense Fund decided to be a part of the Opportunity Starts at Home campaign and project because we believe in ending child poverty, and we believe that this campaign will have a tremendous boost in increasing access to housing for children and families across America. And without that access, we don't believe that we can really address child poverty. This is not just about housing, it is about income inequality, it's about racial disparities, and it is about the future of America and whether or not all children have equal opportunity to advance their futures.
Housing is crucially important to our sector of work. We're an anti-hunger organization, and when people can't afford their housing, that means that they can't afford adequate food. When rent's too high and they have to pay rent, they don't buy enough food. Or if they're buying enough food, they fall behind on rent and they're going to be evicted.
I taught for years at a place where kids
felt lucky that they were able to move out of their cars. I remember one of my students came back after getting into affordable housing, and his mom brought him back so that I could, just give him a hug. And he was so excited. He says, "There's grass, there's grass in front of our house," because he was used to a sidewalk. He was used to sleeping on the street. That means that little boy is going to be able to concentrate on his homework. He's going to be able to participate in class. He'll be singing his ABCs. They're better students. They're going to achieve more. That home is the center of their universe.
People who are housed are not homeless. We know we're going to need to solve the housing affordability crisis if we're going to end homelessness in our nation.
The Opportunity Starts at Home campaign has brought together some of the leading national organizations in many sectors, organizations that are ready to combine voices and expertise. The campaign was founded by the National Low Income Housing Coalition, National Alliance to End Homelessness, Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, Make Room, and Children's Health Watch, along with a steering committee including Catholic Charities USA, Children's Defense Fund, Community Catalyst, Food Research and Action Center, NAACP, National Alliance on Mental Illness, National Association of Community Health Centers, National Education Association, and Unidos US.
Safe, decent, affordable homes are a foundation for opportunity. Every organization on the steering committee that's joined this campaign understands how central housing affordability is to them achieving their goals.
No one organization can hold the magic wand to a solution. All of us bring value and voice to the table.
We believe in the Opportunity Starts at Home campaign because it is a multi-sector campaign. You cannot solve affordable housing without bringing in education and child welfare and healthcare access and child advocates, because we're all impacted by the crisis of affordable housing in America.
To learn more about the Opportunity Starts at Home campaign and ways you can take action, please visit our website at opportunityhome.org.